Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture is titled Barnard's Loop over Twin Volcanoes. So what do we see here? Well, in the foreground we see two volcanoes. On the left we see Parinacota, and on the right we see Pomerape. And two volcanoes here representing a mythical prince and princess from the mythology of the region. Now, here we see those here in the foreground on Earth. Up above in the sky, we see a number of different things labeled. Primarily, we see Barnard's Loop, that loop of material stretching up over and actually looking like it's coming from the two volcanoes. So, taking specific timing and being able to get this at just the right time to almost make it look like the two volcanoes are erupting into Barnard's Loop. Now, of course, in reality, Barnard's Loop is way off in the distance, up in the sky, part of the Orion region, and is a loop of gas, glowing gas from hydrogen that has been excited by hot stars in the region. You may recognize part of Orion here, and part of it is visible. We can see the bright star Betelgeuse off to the right-hand side, very red supergiant star. Within Barnard's Loop, and not labeled here, we can see the three stars in the belt of Orion off toward the right side under the loop, and toward the left side there we see the Orion Nebula. So Orion is essentially on his side here in this image, and some of the other stars that we normally see are hidden below the horizon. The bright star Rigel would be one example of that, which would be hiding behind Parinacota off to the left. Now, this is the kind of image that takes specific planning to get it right. You can plan where things are going to rise, but you've got to know the exact timing. It does not require a telescope or anything else. This would be taken just with a camera and specific lens looking out there. So, can you really see this if you look out in the sky? And the answer is no. You would not be able to see things like Barnard's Loop. They're far too faint for our eyes to be able to detect. Our eyes can only pick up light for a fraction of a second at a time. With the camera, you can leave the lens open for minutes or hours and bring out faint detail that you'd never be able to see with your eyes. So images like this can bring out detail which is there in the sky, we just simply cannot see. Now, the other object that we see that we have not mentioned is the Rosette Nebula up toward the upper right-hand side. This is an example of an emission nebula off in the distance there, and is actually not associated with anything else we see here at all. The Orion region is much closer, 500 to 1,000 light years away. The Rosette Nebula is 10 times farther away off in the distance, thousands of light years away, just happening to be located in the same general direction that we happen to be looking here with Barnard's Loop and the rest of the Orion constellation and the two volcanoes in the foreground in this image taken from Bolivia. So that was our picture of the day, titled Barnard's Loop over Twin Volcanoes. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture. So until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.